Shalom, brothers and sisters. More threats. Nuclear war with Russia may now be inevitable as talks of US targets surface. And we're going to see more and more of this the closer we get to that showdown. Most Americans have absolutely no idea how close we are to nuclear war. Our politicians confidently assure us that the war in Ukraine will never spark a nuclear conflict, and mainstream media in the Western world rarely talks about that as a scenario. But over in Russia, things are very different. A Kremlin propagandist has issued the latest nuclear threat against the West regarding the war in Ukraine, warning that the US could be in danger of a Russian missile attack. Igor Korotchenko, editor of the newspaper National Defense and a regular guest on the Russia One channel, where guests repeatedly call for strikes on Ukraine's allies, took exception to criticism of Russian conduct in the war. Korotchenko openly talked about a first strike, which would involve hitting targets, plural, on the territory of the United States of America. The most important message we should send to the Americans is that we will not wage war with you in Europe, he said in a clip posted to X. In response to your attacks on Russian military or civilian facilities, the first strike will be the preventative limited strike against targets on the territory of the United States of America, he told the show host. Vladimirov is the author of Russia's War Bible, and he is entirely convinced that a nuclear war involving the United States and Russia has now become inevitable. Nuclear war is the inevitable conclusion of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the Russian general who wrote their War Bible warned. The chilling forecast came from this retired Major General Alexander Vladimirov, who penned Russia's 3-volume book, The Great General Theory of War. He warned, "I am sure that nuclear weapons will be used in this war, inevitably, and from this, neither we nor the enemy have anywhere to go." Facts. I've mentioned that old saying regularly when we talk about these nuclear threats. The next war is a nuclear war, and the war after that will be fought with sticks and stones, because the fallout and the damage and the destruction will be so almost totally complete. It'll be chaotic. Again, just the radiation and all the innocent people that'll be affected by the showdown between superpowers and their leaders that will go south for absolutely everyone. And that's not even talking about a world that's already on the brink of famine. What will radiation fallout do to the rest of the places that might still have food growing, and then affect that famine on an even larger scale? But again, this again just shows you this is the second or third threat out of Russia to use nuclear warheads within the last week. While America talks about the latest game shows or movie stars or popular gossip. Crazy. God bless. Keep shining your light. Keep spreading the word. Keep trying to wake people up and get them to serve the Lord while we still can. God bless and shalom.